Hi, Erin. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Hi.
I think we have it worked out now.
Yay.
It's the simple things, right?
Yes.
I don't know what it was. I think it was a setting actually that I had selected on, because when I played it back, it was just really slow and it sounded like it was I don't know, you know how you slow down a recording.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh no, this is terrible. So anyway, how was your weekend?
Good.
Good. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. And Megan? I was hoping we'd have some. I was worried that it might be too early. I know some of the classmates, they work during the day, so they're not going to be able to attend. Okay. Well, I think what I'll do, I'm going to go ahead and start here. And I wanted to share one thing with you all. I told you the other day about some, let me find it now. Hold on. About some recordings on YouTube that had to do with IDEA. I have those copied with the links in a document, and I'm going to share that with you all today, that as you want to, you can watch those. They're pretty short, but they are really, really, really good. There's a special ed attorney and a special ed director leading each of the sessions. Have you guys seen any of those?
I have not.
No? Okay, so actually, let me split my screen. Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And can you see my screen now?
I can see you.
You see me? Okay, well, I'm going to read these off then. It has the structures of special education classrooms, so different structures on how the classroom is put together. A day in the life of a special ed teacher. With this, that was pretty good. It was a young teacher. There's an autism TED Talk, special ed through the referral through the parent's eyes, a sample SIT meeting, then Plan 504s, special education law, FAPE, IEP, least restrictive environment, helping parents understand evaluations. And this I thought was really good because it kind of gave you some ideas that maybe the parents were thinking about and questions that they might have that they don't ask in an IEP meeting. And then initial evaluations under IDEA, and then 3-year evaluations. And so they're each about, I don't know, 8 to 10 minutes maybe. So they were pretty good, and I'll share that with you guys today. I know this week we are working with just readings. We don't have an assignment due, so that'll give you something you can add to your list. Any questions over that?
No.
Okay. Now my computer's still launching. All right. Any questions over the assignments so far? Nothing?
I can't think of any.
Have you all connected with your groups? Well, you finished the collaborative paper.
Right.
And you should have presentations coming due in the next few weeks.
Oh, yeah, the thread presentation.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I have not connected with my group yet, but I will.
Okay.
I was just looking forward at all of that this morning, so
Okay.
I looked to see who was in my group and all that good stuff. So.
Okay, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on just a second. There we go.
I have one question about the
Yes.
group project. I sent an email last night late. I somehow have enrolled myself in like 4 different groups for that.
Okay.
And my computer was glitching, and so do I just pick one, or I was trying to find a way to remove myself, but it wasn't working.
In the other class, I have groups, and I tried to remove some of the students, and I can't even do it. So
Yeah.
I would say
Okay.
just choose one and, maybe
Go
email
with
the others and tell them I'm not in your group. But
Yeah.
that'll work.
I guess it's better than not being enrolled at all, but I was like, what?
Yeah.
4 groups now. How did I manage to do this?
Yeah, that will keep you a little busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't even go in and remove you. So I
Oh, that's
tried
cool.
that
I
last
just
week.
wanted to see
Unless
what
I totally delete out the whole group, and I don't want to do that. So,
All right. Thank you.
Any other questions on group projects for your presentations? And then you'll have a group rubric that you'll hand in with that also. And a lot of the students, you can do the voice thread. Some of my students last semester asked if they could do like a Prezi or a PowerPoint instead, and I'm fine with that. Let's see here. Okay, so do we have any other questions on anything we've done so far? I know some students tried to get into the recording that we made last week and can't get it to work, so I need to check when I put that over into a YouTube. I'll make sure that it's not a private link. That might have been what happened. All right, so we talked about the historical and legal considerations of special ed in your reading. Any questions over that? I know when I was looking up in documents the other day, I was just kind of reviewing Kansas legal documents, and I found the KAR 9140-1 with the eligibility requirements. And it looks like in comparison with other states in Kansas, the only thing that we do a little bit different is we kind of group in the sensory impairments. So we categorize those as one. So we have like 12 categories, and a lot of the other states will call it 13 because they divide them out a little bit different. So that was something I noticed there. I don't know. Let's kind of talk to each other about your experience in special ed. How are your, in your school, some of you are teaching in special ed already. Tell us about how your referral process and such goes for your school and your classroom, and see if we have any variations. So if any of you want to share on that, we'll just kind of let you guys talk for a while.
This will be my first year teaching, so
Okay.
I'm not familiar with quite how all of that is going to work in our school district. I was a para in the room last year, but this year I'll be the lead teacher, so I'm going to be learning as I go.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm excited to learn as I go, and I'm glad I'm going to have a mentor teacher to kind of prepare me for some of this stuff. So, but I'm kind of, new to all of it. So
Okay, so do you have a mentor?
I'm going to. They haven't assigned me one yet.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna guess.
Go ahead.
I said I'm gonna guess it's a special ed teacher in the building, maybe out of the building.
Well, hopefully, I'm hoping. I don't know because I work for Tri-County Co-op, so I don't know if she'll be in my building or if she'll be in another school.
Okay.
Completely farther away from me. But I do have a coworker that works for the same co-op as me, and she's in the resource room. She's not in a functional classroom, but she's in the resource room. So she'll be in the same building as me, which is good.
That will help. So you're probably really going to want to watch the videos that I'm going to share, and that will give you a little bit more background. So those will help.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited that you told me about all those.
Yeah, that will help a lot. So that's a good one there. Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. Are you nervous?
Thank you. I am. I try not to think too far ahead because then I freak myself out because I'm like, it'll all come. I know it will. So
One day at a time. You'll be fine.
yeah.
You'll be fine. Well, if you ever have a question, feel free to email me and such. And where are you located?
I'm in Parsons, Kansas.
In Parsons. Okay. Great.
Southeast. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to share with us?
No, not me. I'm good.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
listen now.
Next.
Somebody else.
I'll go. So I'm a kindergarten teacher in Salina, and so our referral process is we refer a kiddo for our SIT team,
Mhm.
and then we put interventions in place, and then I think it's 60 days. If we don't see any improvement, if the intervention's not working, then we start the identification process. So that's how it is at our school. I don't know how it is at other schools. This is I just finished my first year too, so I don't have a lot to compare it to, but that's how we do it where I'm at.
Okay, so when I was in the classroom and we refer a student to a SIT team, we had to fill out a document and
Yes.
we had to try different strategies and document those strategies. And then we took it to the SIT team and we had to meet like 4 times with our SIT team before they would even consider referring a student. So that kind of the same policy, but a lot of documentation. Did it work? Did it not? So anyway,
Yeah.
Good. And what school are you at in Salina?
Cottonwood.
Is there another kindergarten classroom there?
Yeah, we have 4 kindergarten classrooms.
Okay. I have a friend that teaches kindergarten there, but I'm not sure what school.
What's her name?
Molly Cherry?
Oh, yeah, she was actually my cooperating teacher. When I student taught, she was my cooperating teacher.
Okay. Yeah,
ESL there at Cottonwood.
right. She taught in Great Bend with us.
Okay, awesome.
So, small world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, welcome to class. Anything else you want to share with us?
Nope.
All right, great. Anyone else? Next.
This year we had a lot of parent referrals, which was rather interesting to see how that process was a little bit different than kids coming through SIT.
So the parents were referring them.
Yep,
Um,
they requested the special education referral. So then our school psych would kind of talk to them and get more information, and then she would bring it to, sorry, I have a little helper here.
you're fine.
One of my headphones away. No, I need that, buddy. Who would take, so she would bring all the information to our SPED meetings, and then we would kind of deliberate as a team and then decide, do we want to move forward with this or go from there? So that's kind of how it was a little bit interesting doing that way than a SIT, kids coming through SIT and things like that.
So I'm curious as to why the parents were
So one of them was a foster mom who initiated for behavioral, so more social emotional support. And then another one was the family's going for an outside diagnosis of autism for a kindergarten student. So they also wanted to start the process of the school kind of looking at an autism diagnosis for school as well, just to kind of go hand in hand with that outside doctor diagnosis too. But that one came late in the school year and won't be done until next September. So.
okay. We had a student coming to the middle school that the parents have been working on a referral process such as that, and I don't know. They had expressed some frustration in wanting the parent referral process, and I wasn't sure if our district was just a little bit different than some of the others, and if the schools welcome that process or if they're kind of hesitant.
On some of them we were, there was a grandma that had requested one, but when we met as a SPED team, we decided that it wasn't
Yeah.
something that we really needed to look at that time. But the student was in this SIT process, so we wanted her just to continue with that instead of moving straight to the parent referral. We kept her in the SIT process, and we've been just moving along with that way from this year into next year. So I think it just, the school site gathers all the information, and then as a team kind of decide, do we agree with this or not agree with it?
Okay. Anyone else see a lot of parent referrals? No. I think SIT teams, I can remember teaching before we had the SIT teams, and if you could imagine, it was just really hard. I remember one of my first few years here in Great Bend teaching, and our principal would absolutely not allow a referral. And this principal even would state that they were proud that they had not had a referral from that school for 6 years. So that was a hard one. And actually there ended up a civil suit at that point, and it kind of changed things around. But that was before really we had the SIT teams and such. But wow, SIT teams have really transformed the referral process for educators, parents, and students. So that's been a big piece. Okay, anyone else? We caught everyone? Okay. So on the referral process, you all feel pretty comfortable about that. This is a little different. We're about a mix of 50-50 of those students that are already, those classmates that are already teaching in special ed and those that aren't. So I think as far as that, the documents, when I share that, watch those, and then when we meet next time, we'll go into a little bit more depth of questions about legality and what we can do for that. All right, anything else anyone would like to share about their setting in the classroom and such? Any questions that you have? Or topics that you'd like for us to discuss? Oh, you guys are so quiet today. It's Monday morning. I was getting ready and I thought, who planned this 10 a.m. Monday morning meeting? I had to be out of my mind. And no, I did, because I wanted to make sure that we had just, I could get this video going, because I didn't feel real comfortable with the one on Friday. So let me review some things that I talked about Friday, since they're having a hard time getting into the video. When our due dates, everyone good on Sunday at midnight? Okay. And I did that. I'm going to say it again, because we started on a Monday, and with everyone working or in training and such, it's hard to get to those assignments and have time to work. So Monday worked better. Your assignments with your groups, make sure you're emailing them, getting in touch. If you're having a hard time getting in touch with your team, add me to the email, and then I can start generating that email on my end also. When you do the group work, you'll have the rubric that will be handed in, that you'll score each other on participation in your group, and we'll include that. Your concept map is coming due on the 30th, I believe, and that will be made as creative as you want. Like I said before, some people did it in an outline form, and I'm fine with that. And some people got very creative, and they were really neat. And you have to have at least 30 pieces to your map. And sorry about that. And in the map, you will detail out the referral process, different idea, different things that you could use as a referral to study. So everything that we do with the groups and such is to be compiled for you to use as a study piece down the road. So the concept map, you won't see a lot of directions on how it should look. I'll leave that open. I'm flexible. You get as creative as you want. Okay. And then the group presentations will start on week 5 with LD and ID and submit those, and then we'll share those and you can respond to those in the discussion board. So everyone will respond with a comment and 2 questions. So we'll get that in week 5. We'll start those. And then basically you're going to work through with the presentations, and the end you'll have a reflection and such, and it'll be just a continual addition of information and presentations throughout the summer. Okay. Any questions over that? No? God, you guys are too quiet. Okay, so we have about 8 minutes left. Is there anything you'd like to discuss? I keep asking that and you're also quiet. Nothing? Okay, so we'll end this meeting. I'm going to send out that document and I'll add it to the link here for the meeting now, and I'll put it in the announcement that I gave you the code for this meeting. So I'll put the link in there and I'll add that attachment with the videos and you can start watching that. What day would be good to meet next week?
Tuesdays or Fridays work best for me. But no, I'm just one out of like 30 people. So.
You're good.
I'm either Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay, so like the 25th?
Yes.
Is there a specific time that would work better? No? Is morning okay?
Yeah.
Or evening be better? Afternoon?
I can do any time really. I'm pretty flexible this summer.
Okay. Lisa, how
Anytime
about
on,
you?
yeah.
Anytime, Lisa?
Like morning or evening, not afternoon for me, because
Okay.
I am actually working as much as I can, but they're pretty flexible with my schedule since they know I'm in school and trying to get ready for school next year. So, but like this time is good, or after, 6 in the evening is good.
So is 10 a.m. okay with everyone?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I want you to do between now and 10 a.m. on the 25th, write that down on my calendar. I want you to watch those videos in the document that I'm going to attach. And then we'll start going through those and discussing and pulling our chapter information into that and how it applies to those.
Okay.
Okay? And so we'll be in a more in-depth discussion into our content next Tuesday at 10 a.m.
Okay.
Okay?
We don't have a chapter for this week, correct?
No. No,
Okay.
it's just readings, and that's why I made up this document. And
Okay.
thought it might just be as
So
easy.
just
to
the
watch.
readings on Blackboard and then watching the
Yes.
videos then?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. That work?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so I will conclude this meeting then, and we will meet on Tuesday at 10 a.m., the 25th. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
I will see you all then.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.